We are in a different environment. What a lazy ass. We are at Lake Havasu. We're doing a little mini vacation before we start, before I start school again. And I did get a job at ASU, so, before all that starts, and then just Brian has been working nonstop, and we needed a little time off, and so we came to Lake Havasu, and we're at Airbnb. I would show more of it, but I don't know if I can. I don't know if that's allowed. So everybody's asleep, and I decided right now is the perfect time to film a video, especially with the lighting in this room. It's A1. My hair always looks so frizzy and ugly. I'm sorry, I don't know how to do my hair. But yeah, let's get into the story time. Okay, so this story time is basically about how I told Brian, how I told my mom I was pregnant, and how I found out I was pregnant. So I think we should start with how I found out I was pregnant. It was my sophomore year in college, I think. The beginning of my sophomore year. No, it was the end of my freshman year. So the second semester of my freshman year. It was already near the end. I found out at my dorm. One of my friends lived there and the other came over, and we were like, why don't we take a pregnancy test? And I was that type of girl that every month I literally thought I was pregnant, but that month I did not think I was pregnant. So I was like, yeah, let's just do it for fun, let's all do one. And they were like, no, you do it, because I had missed my period. So they were like, you're pregnant. And I was like, no, I'm not. I swear I'm not pregnant. I don't feel pregnant. So we went to Dollar General because I was convinced I wasn't pregnant. So I wasn't gonna buy expensive clear blue pregnancy tests, the ones that they use on Instagram, the cute little. And I honestly wasn't planning on taking a whole picture about it, so if I was, so I didn't worry about what it looked like. I just wanted the cheap ones because a pregnancy test is a pregnancy test. And if you didn't know, at Dollar General they're $1 and they're effective, they work. I would get 2 in case, because sometimes, doesn't matter the brand, pregnancy tests are invalid. And so yeah, I would get 2. You only spend $2. But yeah, we got the pregnancy tests, and then we went back to the dorm, and I took it. And before going out and telling them what it was, I looked at it, obviously, because I was I'm not pregnant, so it doesn't matter if we look at it together or not. And it was positive, which was so insane. I did not think I was pregnant. My whole world and mind blew at that time. I wasn't regretful, or I wasn't mad or upset or nothing. I was just, honestly, I was full of joy and surprise. It had caught me by surprise. It was, I don't know, it was insane. And I went to them and I was like, dude, I am pregnant. It says positive, how? And they were like, really? Oh my god. And we started jumping and clapping and yelling, and we were all over the place. We were all excited, and it was such a sweet moment. I really love that moment, and I'm always gonna hold it close to my heart. But anyways, yeah, and then we kind of started making ideas of how I would tell Brian, and they gave me a good idea of kind of buying a little outfit for the baby, and then writing a letter for him, and the pregnancy test. And so that's what I did. We went to Ross that same day. We're crazy. That same day we went to Ross, and we got a little bumblebee outfit, and yeah, I wrapped up his present and everything. And I told him about a week or so after I found out, because at the time his grandma had just came into town, and they had gone about 10 years without seeing her. So I was like, that's kind of a big deal. I don't want to steal that away from them. Oh, well, from Brian. So I waited, I think a week, or a little less than a week, but almost a week, to tell him. And I called him over, and I acted the same as I always do, because he would come over often. He would come often to my dorm, and we would hang out. And so yeah, I called them over and I was like, hey, let's hang out, whatever, let's get like food or something. I forgot what we did that day. I don't really remember, but I remember like him coming over and like me sitting him on the bed and telling him like, I have something for you. And I gave him the letter, and he didn't understand it. Like, it was in the perspective of Ezra, like if Ezra was talking to him. So there was like the word mom and dad in there a lot because it's from our baby. I don't know, I thought it was cute and sweet, and I still think it's sweet. But I don't know, he didn't really get it. And he thought like, did your mom write this? Like, he thought my mom wrote it to him. I was like, what? No, like, dude. And I gave him the pregnancy test, and he was like, you're pregnant? And we kind of just like, yeah. And then he was really excited. He hugged me, and like, it was also a beautiful, sweet moment. He wasn't upset or nothing like that. Like, to begin with, like, we weren't really trying for a baby. We weren't planning for a baby. It just happened to happen. But we also weren't like preventing a baby, if that makes sense, without being too descriptive. We weren't preventing a baby, but we weren't planning a baby. And so when it happened, we were just kind of like, oh my god, like, it's happening. And obviously, like, it's joy, but it's also stress at the same moment, because like a baby is a big deal. So yeah, that's how I told Brian. And my mom, I told her after a party. So we all went to this like anniversary party / like birthday party. I don't know, it was weird, but it was really, really cute. And I don't know, that party kind of like put me in the mood to like be honest with my mom and like have a serious talk with her. So it looks like I have a headband or something. But yeah, after that party, sorry, I got out of my train of thought. Yeah, after the party, like when we were getting ready to go to bed or whatever, I went to her room. And this is like a regular thing. Like, I'm very close to my mom, so I would often go into her room before going to sleep and like talking to her before we went to sleep, and telling her I love her. And like, that's a norm for me. I know for some people it sounds weird, but I went into her bed and I was like, Mom, like, there's something I need to tell you. I think I'm pregnant. I didn't tell her I took the test, because I was like, like when you tell the truth, you're not really telling the truth. Like, I didn't tell her completely like I'm pregnant. I just said I think I'm pregnant, because I was scared. And she was just like, Nadine, like, I told you to take care of yourself. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you're still in school. She was obviously worried, but she wasn't upset. Like, she wasn't mad at me. She told me like, I love you, and like, I'm gonna help you get through this, and we're gonna do it. Like, don't worry about financially or whatever. Like, you guys can stay here for as long as you want. Like, I got your back, basically. I got your guys' back, because she has both of our backs. So yeah, she was really great with like the whole telling her that I was pregnant. And I'm so grateful to have a mom like that. And it was something I didn't really expect. But I didn't expect her to be like mad at me and like kick me out of the house, but I did expect her to be a little bit more like, like not talk to me for a few days. But she wasn't like that at all. And like, after she found out, she told my uncles and my aunts and my cousins or whatever. She's like, I'm gonna be your grandma. And like, she was so excited. And I don't know, like, my mom's a little older, so she's like, I need grandkids, like, give me my grandkids. And I'm the youngest, so it was a little like, I wasn't talking to you. But yeah. And yeah, that's how I told my mom. Brian, I told my mom by myself. I didn't want to include Brian just because I wanted it to be like a really raw moment. And like, I love Brian, but that was like my moment with her. And like, I'm glad I talked to her by myself, because she was able to open up to me in a way she wouldn't have if Brian was there. And it's the exact same way with him and his family. Like, I told him, like, so my camera rudely died, so I had to go charge my phone and just record the last of this. But basically I was just trying to say, like, I wanted him to have as much privacy as I did with my mom, with his parents, and basically be raw with them. But yeah, that's basically the story time, guys. Thank you for watching, and make sure to like and subscribe. Bye.